Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, July 8th, 2015. My name is Cliff Backus, and this is your daily video market review. Stocks recorded a seesaw day before closing mostly higher on higher trading volume Tuesday. That noted, both the IBD 50 and the IBD 85 closed lower, indicating that leading growth stocks are continuing to struggle here. The 85 recorded a distribution day. Advancing issues bettered decliners by 3-2 yesterday. The New York Stock Exchange advanced decline line continues to look bearish, but has not undercut its low of 6 sessions ago, which offers a little bit of encouragement to the bulls. New lows bettered new highs by about 9-1. Our market timing model is showing a don't buy signal on both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ composite. A don't buy signal means we should not be adding to long positions. We should reevaluate our stop levels and should immediately get off of margin by liquidating our worst performing holdings first. The O'Neill market model is indicating an uptrend under pressure. Our distribution count is high, but is less elevated than it was a week ago, as several distribution days have fallen off due to age. In another bearish development, large caps bettered small by a surprisingly wide margin yesterday, but small caps continue to outperform on a 10-day moving average basis. The small cap Russell 2000 and the S&P 600 continue to outperform the larger cap indexes, giving some encouragement to the bulls, but both have undercut areas of recent trendline support. Our swing timing model is indicating a neutral condition in the market. The put-call ratio is showing bearish puts outnumbering bullish calls by 1.15 to 1. This contrary indicator is showing an excess of bearishness in the market, which in the sick and twisted way of the markets generally indicates an imminent market bottom. Cautions advised here. The don't buy signal on the market is an indication that we may have more work to do to the downside. Be careful. Okay, what we're looking at here is a list of 177 of Moody's industry groups sorted in HGSI, high growth stock investors, by 5-day percentage price change. The reason we look at this is that by noting where the strength in the market is on a daily basis, we can get an idea of where the power of the market is rotating to. The basic premise of momentum trading, which is what we do here, is that we need to identify where the power is and get out in front of it. So let's see where the strength in the market was yesterday. On a 5-day percent change basis, yesterday, home and office product wholesalers was up 14.2%. Courier services, 7.8%. Specialty pharmaceuticals, up 5%. Integrated utilities were up 4.8%. And mining services were up 4.7%. Let's take a look at the Russell 2000. Russell 2000 yesterday closed up 1.09 points, or 0.9%. Russell closed at 1248 and closed right at the very top of its daily trading range, which should offer a little bit of encouragement to the bulls. The Russell has undercut its 50-day moving average, which is discouraging to the bulls, and most importantly, the Russell 2000 has undercut this trend line support recently. I would expect that trend line to now act as resistance if and when the Russell 2000 can better its 50-day moving average. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ composite. NASDAQ yesterday closed up 5.52 points, or 0.11%. It also closed at the top of its daily trading range, which is a bullish indication. It also is trading below its 50-day moving average and has also undercut this short-term trend line The NASDAQ has been struggling with 5,000 and actually closed at 49.97 yesterday. Trading volume was higher than the prior day, giving us an accumulation day. For you followers of William O'Neill, the NASDAQ is currently in an uptrend under pressure. We have these 5 distribution days in the past month. The NASDAQ right now is bracketed by support down here in the 48.47 area and resistance at its trend line, at its prior trend line. The NASDAQ is on a don't buy signal, which indicates that we should not be adding long positions to our portfolio. We should be off of margin, and we should reevaluate our stop positions at this point. Let's see what the S&P 500 is up to. S&P yesterday was up 12.58 points or 0.16%. It closed at 2081 for the session. The S&P is in an uptrend under pressure. We have these 6 distribution days in the past month. Yesterday, trading volume was heavier than the prior day, which gives us an accumulation day. The S&P is bracketed by support down here in the 2072 area, and I would call resistance this downtrend line right here. More importantly, on an intermediate term basis, the S&P set a recent high at 2134. It set a low down here in the 2072 area, and then went on to make a lower high and now has made a lower low. What that's indicating is that the S&P 500 right now is in a downtrend on an intermediate term basis. We see that the S&P managed to close above support down here in the 2072 area, but that's kind of cold comfort based on this downtrend that we're establishing now. The market's looking awfully weak at this point, and traders may want to seriously consider raising some cash at this juncture in the market. That noted, I want to take a look at 3 stocks. The first stock, AMC Networks, operates cable television channels including AMC, Weather Channel, IFC, and Sundance Channel. The stock recently broke out of this first stage base with a pivot point in the 8114 area. AMC gets a 72% checklist rating, and yesterday tested support down here at its 21-day exponential moving average before turning up, breaking through its 10-day simple moving average, and closing higher on higher trading volume than any down day in the past 10 trading sessions. That's the definition of a pocket pivot. Keeping in mind that we are on a don't buy signal in the market, aggressive traders may want to try and pick up some AMC off of this pocket pivot. Mobileye, which is an Israeli-based developer of software and related technologies for camera-based advanced driver assistance systems, is one of my favorite stocks at this point. Mobileye just completed this long-term cup and handle base. It's a first stage base with a pivot point in the 4878 area. Mobileye gets a 72% checklist rating, and yesterday tested support at its 10-day simple moving average and closed above it on higher trading volume than any down day in the past 10 trading sessions, giving us a pocket pivot and an opportunity to get into Mobileye if you missed the initial breakout from the cup and handle base. Keep in mind, we're on a don't buy signal in the market, but Mobileye may be accumulated by aggressive traders at this point. And the final stock that I want to take a look at is Ultra Salon Cosmetics and Fragrances. Ulta operates 774 beauty stores in 47 states, offering hair care, cosmetics, and other products, as well as salon services. Ulta was on our watch list over the weekend, and yesterday it took out this trend line on heavier trading volume than any down day in the past 10 trading sessions, giving us a pocket pivot, a trend line break, and maybe a good place to buy Ultra Salon, which gets a 64% checklist rating before it takes out its pivot point at 159.85. A good early entry point here, again, keeping in mind, as always, that the market is on a don't buy signal right now. That's about all I have for today. If you want to talk about any of the stocks mentioned today or any of our market strategies, please feel free to give me a call, drop me an email, or make an appointment. Come by the office, see what we're up to. Contact information is on the home page. For daily access to our model portfolios, trade updates, and more up-to-date information on our trading strategies, please take a minute to go to our subscription page and subscribe to Push Button Stock Trading. You can also follow us on Twitter at PushButtonStock. Again, my name is Cliff Backus. That's your daily video market review. Have a safe and profitable day. Keep your stops in place, and I will see you again tomorrow. Please stay tuned for our important disclaimers. All the best. Disclaimers. Push Button Stock Trading Video Market Review is produced and edited by Clifford B. Backus. Mr. Backus is a Senior Vice President of Investments, Technical Analyst, Portfolio Manager, and Partner with the investment firm of Ohanneson Liqueurs, Incorporated. Video Market Review is produced solely for the benefit of our clients, friends, and colleagues. Anything written, stolen, and/or plagiarized in this publication is done without malice. Further, the analysis and opinions expressed in this publication are strictly those of the editor and not of Ohanneson Liqueurs, Incorporated, its affiliates, subsidiaries, or any of the officers or employees of Ohanneson Liqueurs, Inc. On that note, we submit the following. The analysis, calculations, and evaluations presented herein are based on data and assumptions Ohanneson Liqueurs, Incorporated believes to be accurate. Ohanneson Liqueurs, Incorporated makes no representation that such analysis or calculations are accurate or that such valuations represent levels at which actual trades may occur. This report has been prepared from original sources, except where otherwise noted, and data we believe to be reliable. Ohanneson Liqueurs, Inc., its affiliates and subsidiaries, and/or their officers and employees or their families may from time to time acquire, hold, or sell a position in the securities mentioned herein. Moreover, opinions may differ from one entity to the next. If we are used in connection with the purchase or sale of any security discussed in this report, we may act as principal for our own account or as agent for both the buyer and the seller. Push Button Stock Trading is dedicated to the education of friends, clients, and paid subscribers. Push Button Stock Trading is an information service only. The information provided herein is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell stocks of any kind. Push Button Stock Trading is created to aid subscribers in making informed investment decisions based wholly or in part on technical analysis. It's possible that at this time or some subsequent date, the editors of Push Button Stock Trading may own, buy, or sell the investments presented. All investors should consult a qualified professional before making any investment. The information provided has been obtained from sources deemed to be reliable, but it is not guaranteed as to the accuracy or completeness. The editors of Push Button Stock Trading make every effort to provide timely information to subscribers, but cannot guarantee specific delivery times due to factors beyond our control.